Josh Brolin, always great to have you here on GMA.
Nice to be here, guys. Thank you for having me.
So some fans were concerned you weren't going to make it into part 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know, because it kind of like suggests that I die.
And how do you feel to come back and not be dead?
I never die. I refuse to die. I end up at the director's door every day, and I go, you know, like maybe. Okay. Anyway, it was suggested that I die. I think that was somewhat purposeful, and then you see him again about halfway into the second movie. He's angrier. He's grumpier. He's a bit of a criminal now. He feels like he lost the whole family that he was there to protect. And then he sees who he sees almost immediately, who he thought was gone, which is Paul, and you see this kind of vulnerable but light come back into his eyes, and then he becomes the support of Paul.
Right. And you're back in the desert again.
I love the desert.
The sand,
I love the
scorching
desert.
temperatures.
I brought my family out there. I brought my kids out there. My kids were out there, my 3-year-old and my 5-year-old, who were 2 and 4 at the time. We climbed the dunes every day.
Oh, that's neat.
It was awesome. When you first end up in the desert, you feel so insignificant.
I bet.
Because we were 2.5 hours south of Abu Dhabi, so it was like 100 kilometers of nothing but sand.
How challenging was it this time? What was the biggest challenge this time?
Oh, you know, you got sand in the butt and sand in the eyes, and it just is what. I mean, it's just the truth. It's the truth. You just get used to it. You know, you get calloused. It was great because he wanted it out there. We could have done it on a stage at home, and he wanted it out there. He, it was 105 degrees. We had rubber suits on. We have a big bubble glass head on, so it was. We survived.
Well, after that description, I don't know what we're going to see in this clip, but let's check it out.
Good.
How many men with you?
200.
200. Do you realize what you were able to achieve with 200 men? Incredible fighters. Duncan said there were millions of them.
In the deep south. Yes.
Well, what are you waiting for? With thousands of these guys, you could take control of the entire planet. It's your father's dream. What are you afraid of?
It feels like every character I play has polyp issues. Doesn't it?
Polyp
Maybe
and
it's like an
sand.
application. It's like a Tom Waits thing.
But you did describe your character very well, because when you do see him in the movie, he is surly.
He is surly.
But it's one of the funniest scenes in the movies when he comes, when your character shows up, because you're playing a string instrument.
Yeah.
You're singing about how miserable you are.
Yeah.
So I have a question: how long did it take to learn the instrument? And could you possibly take that show on the road? Because it's good.
I hear the sarcasm. In a major way, Michael. That's why they pay you the big bucks. In sarcasm. There was somebody who interviewed me in Los Angeles, it had to be in America, and he said, because he obviously hadn't done his research, did you play the balisette before you got this role, or did you have to learn it for the role? It's a fictional instrument. So.
Yeah.
But
That hurts.
and it does hurt. I'm sorry to call him out, but you should have done your research. Sorry. Yeah, when you're doing it, what Denis did is he says, I want you and Hans to write it together. And when you're given the responsibility to write a song with Hans Zimmer, so I'm writing and I'm writing and I'm writing, and then I send it to Hans, and Hans was vacationing, and he would send me back like a picture of an iceberg or something, or Italy, countryside, and I'd get like, help me out here, you have to send me music. And when you're actually doing it, there is no balisette, so it sounds like somebody's crying as you're playing it. It's just going, and you're trying to keep the tone of what you've written. It all turned out fine in the end.
It did.
But I mean, Hans's music is genius. It really is.
And clearly so is yours.
My music is not genius.
Virtuoso on the balisette. Also writing poetry. For the coffee table book, you're an ode to Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, that's gotten out of control.
Yeah, tell us why.
You know what? When you're an older actor, okay, and you're looking at like new, young, great talent, I get excited. So you sit there and you're seeing Florence Pugh, or you're seeing Zendaya, or you're seeing Timothy, and I get excited, especially people who work hard. So I'm sitting there writing, because I don't have a scene that day, and I'm writing these nice things, and then and then the internet grabs a hold of it, and they think that I want to make out with Timothy or something, whatever. Makes no says more about them than it does about me. You know?
You got another project coming out, Brothers,
Yeah.
with Peter Dinklage. You guys play fraternal twins.
Yeah.
Now, I read something about how, when they were thinking about how to cast it, they decided to do this in part because you have the same shaped
Size
heads.
head. No, it's what. I mean, look. If you look at No Country for Old Men, me, Tommy, and Javier have the largest craniums of any three actors that exist. But then there was one other guy when I saw Game of Thrones, and I looked over and I said, "Oh my God, that guy has a huge head. We should play brothers." So it was. Yeah, there, see, look at it.
It feels right.
See, he's further away from the camera, so it looks smaller. It's not, but I did. It was my idea. I called Peter. I said, I think we have two very large heads. I think we should play brothers. And he said, great. So Glenn Close played our mom. We played brothers. Brendan Fraser is in it. It's
Oh,
good.
wow.
It's
Sounds great.
That's a great
Yeah,
cast.
that's fun.
One other character we want to ask you about, the villain that you played in Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Want to know, will we see him again in Deadpool and Wolverine?
Sure. I don't know. I don't know. No. I'll check with my bookkeeper.
Okay.
I don't know if that. I can't say anything. I mean, you can't. Yes.
Wow.
No.
That says it all.
Maybe.
There'll be a lot of phone calls after the show.
Maybe. I'm in every movie coming out in the next
Good
year.
for you, though. You kind of are.
Yeah, small
Happy for
parts,
you.
but you know, I don't know.
Busy man.
I think it's
Yeah.
going to be a good movie, though.
Thanks for coming back.
Thank
It's
you.
always
It's
fun.
always nice to see you
Dune
guys.
Part
Thank
2's
you.
in theaters on Friday.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.